Hi, I'm Novel Mike, and this is my opinion. So I was going to make a video yesterday about all the news from that's coming out right before E3 and all the possible rumors and leaks and all that. And then I completely decided to forget about how the Monday before E3 works, which is generally when the entire industry just goes straight into absolute chaos. And just it's insane to me how everyone just jumps in on that last bit of before all this information happens at once. And in the end, it reminds me of how Black Friday works with sales, where Black Friday is huge, but now all these companies try to get in before Black Friday. Like now they're doing Thursday nights at midnight or Thursday nights during the day just to try and get a leg up on everybody else. And it's the same thing with all the companies with marketing. So we have a bunch of stuff to talk about today, and so I'm gonna just go over just what's been said this morning and seems to be either confirms leaks or and stuff like that. And I'll talk a little bit about stuff next week and nothing too much on that because I mean there's so many rumors at this point. It would take me half an hour to go through all of them. It is that much crazy stuff and that's insane. So anyway, first off, let's start with the bad news. We got a couple delays. Horizon Zero Dawn, which was the robotic dinosaur hunting game thing from the guys who make Killzone. That's coming out now next year. Was apparently this year. It's February next year. Showed a new trailer. Still looks really, really good. I'm sure they'll show a lot of that next week at E3. That's probably going to be one of Sony's bigger games. And that's going to be cool. I definitely want to try that. It looks so good. I'm just trying not to get too hyped up on it because I'm generally not a fan of anything the guys who make Killzone have done, so just not my thing. Then something I am super excited about, Ukulele. Oh my god, this game looks so good. Like the trailer they put out today. It's also delayed next year now. I'm not that surprised just because of how big the Kickstarter got compared to their original pitch. But oh my god, it looks so good. Like Minecart's in Donkey Kong Country in the 3D world, and all these different characters, these different abilities, how her little Yuka's little spikes on the back of her head change color when she has different ammunition to shoot. Such little cool little touches like that. I love that stuff. And it looks like it's going to be pretty much what Banjo-Kazooie 3 was, which is what I exactly wanted it to be. And I absolutely love they actually took a little nudge at Microsoft there at the very end, talking about cars and all that crap, which they did in Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, which was awful, and screw you, Microsoft. But besides that, we got a bunch of surprising announcements, or one not so surprising. The not surprising one is Watch Dogs 2. This got leaked out months ago by Kotaku, and they've seemed to be dead on. And Watch Dogs 2 is going to be officially revealed on Wednesday. Why they're waiting at this point is beyond me. I don't understand the announcement of the announcement of the announcement of a game. Just if you know it's coming, just show it. Stop trying to drum up hype for something that a lot of people aren't that interested in, because Watch Dogs 2 sold really well, but it also crashed and burned pretty damn fast in terms of user engagement and people being on that to play it. I never finished it, even though I did a original video on it, how much I liked it at first, and man, does it get just so repetitive so quickly. And there's just no point of announcing an announcement of a game that people already know about. These marketing puppets within the game industry just want to pretend the internet doesn't exist. When things get leaked out, none of this exists. No, it doesn't matter. We're still going to do the same thing. Ignore all that stuff. Doesn't matter what people saw. We're going to do it the way we planned. Change it up, make it interesting. Be oh shoot, things leaked. Okay, well here's the trailer. Be excited. We're doing some cool stuff this time. We hope you'll like it a lot better than before. Stop trying to go along this stupid road where you have to do it the way you originally planned. Stuff happens. You have to sometimes react to that. Stop trying to do announcements of announcements. It's pointless. Sorry, a little mini tangent. Also, surprising leak, possible leak, confirmation, I don't know what I'm saying. Dead Rising 4 seems to be a Microsoft exclusive, coming out either this year or next year for Xbox One and PC. And the reason that it seems likely to be real is there were actual pictures of in-game gameplay and the new logo and everything. and Kotaku is backing it up. And Kotaku, out of any site, has a much better accountability. They're the ones who revealed Watch Dogs. They revealed that Assassin's Creed was skipping this year. They revealed that the Assassin's Creed Syndicate game the year before that. Like, they have been on the ball with any kind of leaks lately. I am inclined to believe anything that they say on there because they are verifying it in different ways. They're the ones that confirmed No Man's Sky was delayed. So there you go. And then last one is Volition, the guys who made Saints Row, has announced Agents of Mayhem. It was a CG trailer that I think did rather poorly, honestly, because it looks like a character shooter, even though it's not. It looks like Overwatch or Battleborn, even though they're saying gameplay-wise it's like Saints Row, like big open world first-person single-player shooter. Like, that sounds interesting. I've never really cared for the humor or anything in the Saints Row games, but hey, that but with interesting characters could be really cool. But the trailer they showed is like all CG. It's no gameplay, and it's just like, why are you showing the trailer now? It's going to make your game look completely different than you probably mean it to because of how you're doing that. Like, people are used to seeing stuff like Overwatch and Battleborn. Now we're showing off these weird characters playing off each other. Like, people are expecting some kind of either MOBA, arena shooter, hero shooter, something like that. So if it's not any of those, why are you having a trailer that's just like them? If you want to show off your character, show it off in gameplay, how they actually work in the game, not CG. It just really poor choice for them, honestly. And Deep Silver, for the most part, has not been doing so great, honestly. So, we'll see. There's way too many leaks for me to go over, so I'm just going to talk about big three, probably their biggest leaks for each one, and just that's where I'm going to end for now. So let's start with Microsoft. Microsoft's got new hardware supposedly coming. We already talked about a little bit about Dead Rising. There's supposed to be an Xbox One Slim this year, and then a new, much more powerful Xbox One system, codenamed Scorpio, coming out next year. Possibly getting unveiled this year, possibly getting unveiled next year. Excuse me. And I think like Sony's got a similar kind of thing where they've got like a new version of their system they're going to try to put out for consumers to buy that has better hardware in it, so they can have their games look better, look more like PC games. The problem is that you're going to have a hard time convincing anyone who already owns these systems to just get another one. And especially Microsoft, like, one of the big things supposedly is Microsoft is fully committed to supporting PC now, and like all like first party Xbox One games going forward are going to be on Windows 10 and on Xbox One. So how are you why own an Xbox One at that point? Get a moderately good gaming PC. It'll probably look better on that than any of the Xbox One games anyway, even the new system. Like, I don't understand that logic. I think they're both going to have a hard time doing that. The other big thing for Microsoft has been the supposed leak of the Slim and the controller. They're supposed to have a new type of controller. I don't know if that means it's just going to have functionality similar to the Elite controller they put out last year, but cheaper price, or what exactly. We'll see. Yeah. I have a hard time getting excited for anything Microsoft anymore after they shut down Lionhead, and just like all the decisions that they made in the last 10 years have just been constantly counterintuitive. Like the things that they're doing with Windows now, where they're forcing Windows on people. I had to upgrade to Windows 10. Like, it just did it for me, even though I didn't want it to. It didn't give me an option to not do it. It did it itself. And then if you want to undo it, you have to go back and change things. And I'm just like, screw it. I guess I have Windows 10 now. It's very anti-consumer still, and that's exactly the kind of crap they were pulling with the start of the Xbox One launch, and the way that they're just shutting down their gaming companies. It just does not look like they have a real future in the game industry. They're probably pushing Xbox more as a product brand, like a DVD player at this point, or a TV kind of thing, than an actual video game system. But we'll see. That all of that remains to be seen. That's just me speculating on a lot of that stuff. Sony has probably their biggest thing been they're also working on their PlayStation Neo. That's supposedly come out this year in fall. We'll see. A lot remains to be seen. And they've got PlayStation VR coming out this year. That should be interesting. But their biggest game that's probably been leaked is God of War 4. There was concept art leaked months ago, and the reason that it seems likely that it's real is because the site that was putting it up got like takedown notices from Sony, and they tried to remove it, or they did remove it. I can't remember exactly what happened, but Sony went after them for posting it. And a company doesn't go after you unless it's real. Like, that's not a good sign for Sony that it's been revealed this early. So God of War 4 probably closing out their show this year. Yeah, Greek mythology like was never that interesting to me, but Norse mythology like Odin, Loki, like that could be really cool. But it's still Kratos. I'm so tired of Kratos as a character. He was never that interesting or compelling in the first place. So we'll see. I hope maybe that's the one thing they've changed is they actually have a new, more interesting protagonist. But it's probably hard to let him go considering how popular those games have been for Sony. But we'll see. That's all next week. Finally, Nintendo. Nintendo doesn't have much. They've got Zelda. They're going to apparently show Pokemon as well. And that's all really they're showing at their little demonstration event. The Zelda is supposed to be huge, though. But I just don't know what to expect from it. Like, they're trying to hype up this like mind-blowing Zelda experience that we've never had before. I'm just worried it's going to be something we've seen in other games already, so it doesn't really seem that new. But because Nintendo is so like inclusive in and of itself, it doesn't look at what other games do that much and take inspiration from them. So they may think they've got this really revolutionary kind of experience, but we've already seen it in stuff like Witcher and the Elder Scrolls and stuff like that, or Dragon Age. So we'll see. I'm hoping for the best. It's just hard to be excited for Nintendo when they've just screwed up everything with the Wii U and NX and their launches. The big rumor, though, not even big, honestly. Mother 3 is supposedly has been getting an English translation, and it seems likely they'll reveal that at E3. Those who don't know, that would be a sequel to Earthbound, and the reason that seems real is because it's been rumored for a long time, and people, the same time a rumor about this came out, there was a rumor about the new Paper Mario, and a couple other things that did get confirmed in Nintendo Direct, so it seems very likely. Also, the way that they released the Mother games, or the Earthbound, I should say, they did Earthbound Beginnings last year, which was a prequel to the original Earthbound, and it was the year before that, or possibly a year before that, that they did the original Earthbound on the Virtual Console. So it's always been at E3. Seems very likely that they'll just probably just in the middle of the Zelda stream, they'll go like, oh hey, yeah, we're also doing Mother 3 on Wii U. It's Earthbound 2 or Earthbound Next, something like that. Now available on the Nintendo Wii U eShop. Go download it. So that seems likely. And that's honestly like about it. Like, there's a ton of more rumors about a bunch of different stuff, but I'm already having this go almost 13 minutes, so I need to stop it right now before it gets too far. I'm Novel Mike. That's my opinion. E3 is going to be exciting. I'll probably do a lot of videos next week, but we will have to see. Thanks for watching. Bye.